It's starting coming at you. Another game of Final Fantasy Tactics. Well, we're still needing to level up. I don't feel strong enough to beat the game. So we're gonna go over here and maybe grab a dragon or something. I don't really have plans. We're just gonna level up some. I don't even remember if we're in the right jobs for it. We'll figure it out. It lets you swap now before the battle starts, which is very convenient. Alright, bird, vampire, cat. Hey, red dragon, perfect.
Very well.
Red dragon, pretty sure it has a poach that we want. Oh, he's in arithmetic.
Right. Understood. As you command.
Alright, so we actually might need to... Alright, so... Do we have anybody to give him... like, haste? 'Cause if not, then this is gonna go terribly. Yeah, let's just...
To arms then.
Let's just get him out of arithmetic, because that's trash. We can just do, like, Mystic here, or...
Feels good.
We'll do Time Mage so that Orlando can get a bunch of Time Mage experience. Because, yeah, he needs that, and then... to get MP switch. Yeah, seems fine.
Right. At the ready.
String. Okay, there's a location on the screen. Yeah. You know, depending on the game, you gotta swap around where the face is at, right?
Forward.
Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. So, of course, because we're very sportsmanlike, we're just gonna turn everybody to stone. That's how we do things here. That's what's hot on the streets. We just use Beowulf. Very cheese, very strong. He's sick, 324 fire breath. We'll get better. And of course, all we want to do now is invite... this dragon.
I'm a concentrate.
So poaching the dragon would be good, but if we get the dragon, then we can raise a bunch of dragons, and then you can, well, then you can poach the ones that were born, which is a real pro gamer move. Makes you feel proud of yourself. Worth doing. It might even block the breath for all I know. You know, I think it might have, which is why he moved up there, which is okay. We can probably still invite him here. No, we cannot. Terrible, then. Very, very bad indeed. That's not going to help us at all.
I shall spare no effort.
And he comes to try to hit me for a sick 3%. Obviously, that's not gonna work. And Beowulf's just gonna continue on turning everybody into stone, just being a real Medusa about it. But we'll speed up everyone, and Agrius is still doing fine. And we're just gonna continue turning everything to stone with Beowulf because that's what we're doing. Service stop, that's a shame. Alright, so this guy we can probably just turn into a chicken. Oh yeah, 72%, pretty good. So now that he's a chicken, obviously we can invite him eventually. Or now. Come on, scared chicken, join me. And they do. Oh, they say. Misericordia, awesome name. Put some real Misericordia onto me.
Forward.
Alright, he wouldn't be able to. Can't get past lack of noses. You know, you're not the first person to point out that they are incredibly noseless. I guess I barely noticed it. Pum, 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 pum. I mean, the panther does have a nose, and the birds have noses. They clearly can draw a nose, like, that cat's got a nose on the portrait. Beaks are like noses. I mean, kinda.
Now then.
Yeah, they eventually added, like, moving mouths to the portraits, which makes it all the more jarring that they are still incredibly noseless. Arcade, yes, it's actually a red dragon.
My move.
Oh no. Thunder God Sid is no elf.
You're overmatched.
Beowulf, pretty weak, right? You don't normally give Beowulf Excalibur because Beowulf's power isn't linked to his attack power, right? Halicera, of course we will recruit you. So red dragons give, oh, something good in the poach. But obviously we're not just gonna axe them. Like immediately. The top treant does. Sometimes you have like rare poaches, so like you gotta do like a whole lot of them. I'm pretty sure the revenants don't. You know, we're never gonna use them. I'm not getting rid of my red chocobo though. We still might use it someday. I am getting rid of that. Secret normal poach isn't good, but the rare one is something. Sorry, Nesta World Delegar campaign. Unresolved and like dwarves. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, there's a lot of the changes to like the model counts and stuff, and the nobody knows how it works, right? Spencer we'll just master it, I guess. You know, it's just nice to be in the job. Beowulf's mastered. We don't need him anywhere else. He's kinda got every ability, but that just means we don't need to drag him around everywhere, except that he's the hitter that makes everything happen. Okay, so if we don't have auto potion and we're not using MP switch, then what would we want? HP restore, Hamido, blade grasp, all these are answers. It won't be too long to get there, right? We can do like a run as thief.
I will not fail you.
Preparations?
Archer thing, she's already got grasp and thus definitely doesn't need any more levels here. Go to Dragoon and then get Dancer access. Yeah, River's been awesome on. Nice. Oh, because of SFO making them, because it's probably what, like a much smaller unit count and like high lethality, you know, more elite things. From what I remember of SFO and Warhammer 2, that was like, you know, that was the cool thing. Like they made the gores good, you know, or the best of gores, because they actually were like elite compared to the other things. I thought splash attacks, nice. Big scars in battle, nice. Yeah, you know, that'll be
Very well.
that'll be the moment of truth. After all, if you can't win that, you have to try again. Alright, the creek, I think we can find something. We can find, like, Uribo, maybe? Well, at least a green dragon is good.
Very well.
All right. Of course. Let's go. Ready and willing.
So the thing about panthers, which is very important, is they can't enter water, and dragons can't enter water either. So this... they're very, very disadvantaged here. If you have the upper area there, you can step on a middle area like so. Against panthers, you could have like 3 guys here, and then a guy there, and panthers can literally not get across. They'll have to walk all the way around this way. But like here, you know, we can just sit like so, knowing that they can never get anywhere over here, and then shoot at them with, you know, some degree of success. And we'll dance over here. This is a great place to level up for these reasons. We're just gonna sing. That's what Ramza wants. He just wants to sing. He wants to express himself through the magic of song. Bum 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 bum.
Now then.
Okay, you say find a just a battle nugget for this droid? Oh, for sure. The next playthrough we do of this, which, you know, will happen someday, surely. I'm probably going to play on regular, and I'm going to play like how I normally do, where I just like chill and level up a bunch in Act 1 and, you know, like hang out and do my thing rather than playing, you know. Because, well, I had a great time doing this. And there, we lock him in. Now the dragon can't get in at all. But... no, that's submerged too. Oh, they're all submerged too. Well, that is too bad. Oh, we'll have to wait a turn. It'll be alright. The character in Confederation problem never triggered, so you're on an utterly. Oh no. Scaven Minor-Garrison is that flag compatible? You know, I hate fighting Scaven. Everybody does. It's not special. It's so difficult. But they have the jump to get across there. We'll just punch them for 300, as one does. Stand Agrius into the breach here, knock that guy down. No, I was seeing so the ultimate Belagar has to be in the Malachi campaign, right? Because Belagar's 20 missile block goes to everybody, including your gyrocopters, which then with their 360 missile block and 25 chance go up to, you know, 45 missile block, 360. Pretty good. Of course, if I use gyrocopters, then that would matter. All the Ghost Path Rangers in this country? Huh. Yeah. Yeah, the ghosts are... it's such a unique thing to start a campaign like that, with that many heroes that are all, like, pretty dang good at something. They have mutually exclusive books. Ah, I see. You know, it's nice when both the choices are good, but it is kind of heartbreaking when both of the choices are good. For every time that it's not obvious what to pick, you think, man, it'd be nice if it was obvious. They can't step on that stair because she jumped from there, and jump isolates the square to where nobody's allowed to walk on it. That's another good way to block things while still maintaining your survivability. He thinks he can one-shot me with a melee, so he's trying to, but of course he can't, so it doesn't work. Get wrecked. They're all, like, pretty high level, because we keep inviting high-level guys into our party, which makes the random... because the levels in a random battle, right, are determined by the highest character you have access to. because it doesn't know what party you're gonna bring. It does know what is on the battlefield. So you go to like the deep dungeon where the battles are seated higher, and then you invite a person, and then this is like the classic way to level up faster in the end game, right? So you invite a later person into your party, so now you're seeding at level 70 or whatever. Sure, the battles are harder, but they're not that much harder. A level 70 Panther isn't that much different than a level 60 Panther, but you get 12 more experience for hitting them every time, and that's worth it. We're gonna go here just so they don't get it. And of course, she's joined the Blade Grasp School for Knights, which is, you know, a thing that everybody devolves into eventually. But they'll just keep on talking to each other there. Nessos will see things our way eventually, I have no doubt, or relatively little doubt anyway. Replenishment and melee defense. You know, that one's tricky, especially because SFO might change replenishment. It's like, early game, you know, at least you can always respec them, right? Because early game replenishment is so good, but late game, when you have more sources of it, tech tree things, and so on, you know, it's less impactful. Will this jump go off? It's hard to say. We'll just spear him, take the counter. What are you gonna do, right?
Concentrate.
Hey, and Nessos joins us like a boss. Arlendu falls over. This isn't, like, perfect. We can't really help much with him, so we're just going to revive him here. And of course, with the dragon on our side, it's not like we're not gonna win. Well, that hardly helped him. Got some experience, though. Probably could have hit the other one that's wounded. Irrelevant to do so, of course, since they will only run away. If they have, like, a move they can hit you in range, they'll use it, but they will not try to go further. Of course, the dragon hits for, like, 1 billion. Agrius gets herself taken out there. Was it worth it, Agrius? Killer and harder to make them less needed replenishment battles. Exactly. You know, why get replenishment if you're why even get hit? You know.
Only one thing for it. Carefully now. Come on. I shall spare no effort. You're overmatched.
Good job, Beowulf. Now you can be a thief. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Playing a Sorghum and Felly Melgar are probably the more enjoyable in terms of campaign buffs. Well, because you just gotta pay so much for your guys, you know? Oh, and they've changed around Belgar's tree too. I see, I see. Especially in Old World when, like, I bet it could take, like, a bit of doing to get all of the 8 peaks to get, you know, things situated where you want them there. One more is a Dragoon.
I shall give it my all.
And he just, you know,
Was there
another few fights away from being useful.
By all means. Yes?
And I guess he can just stay in Time Mage for a bit. I mean, it doesn't matter. There's probably enough latent experience with Orlando, you know. Why don't we just do Black Mage
Feels
to
good.
get him into there first, right? It doesn't matter. Makes no difference.
Was there something? Right. What is it? Preparations, is it?
100% recruitment it costs us. Oh man. So in the Old World, it's got 50% upkeep on top of that because the SFO interaction, perhaps. But man, that is so much to pay. That is so much to pay. We're gonna try here again from the other direction. Not just because I like this map, but because I feel like we can get another dragon here or something. Marlboro, don't drop anything. Black Chocobo is pretty dangerous. Oh, this fight. Alrighty.
Very well.
Into the fray then. Right. Let's go. Ready and willing. No turning back.
Think about abandon campaign favor Thurham. See campaign fixed units. Answers more for news. Yep, and you know, if the stuff that makes Belagar is not a part of his campaign and just a part of having access to his character, you know.
Come on.
Why not? They'll come in here, chocoball me for like a ton. And kill me. Makes sense. Black Chocobo hits super hard. That is the way of the world. What we're gonna do here is come in and jump. Nope, it's slightly off. Alright, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go here and stab them. They have decent evasion and they evade it. You know, we might get a game over here. It's possible. Because we have a hot trash army that we have put together here. It is non-functional. It is basically only put together in order to, like, to level up a little bit. And, a full 3 out of the 5 guys we have don't do damage. Or don't support either, you know. They could make them join us if we wanted. Technically a way to change the metrics of the battle in our favor.
I shall spare
Allegedly has the building chain. Oh, I hope it's not that everybody's got. That would be the most underwhelming. Alright, so here we're just gonna try to charm this chocobo. It doesn't work. Oh, wow. Counter for 265. And then he comes in here to fail to kill Ramza through the Blade Grasp. You gotta love the AI in this game, because if it worked differently, it would be really hard. We'll just wait there, because if that Chocobo's going to keep on trying to kill him, which it probably will, once they start trying to do something in this game, they'll often keep on trying, no matter how dumb it is. You know, like, the Age of Reckoning thing in the Deeps is cool, and the universal bonus you get for the unique building is cool, too. I just think it should be bigger. You know, like in the base game, I just feel like, for, like, a capstone reward, a lot of the great grudges, not just in Old World, which I know changes the rewards, but, like, a lot of the Great Book of Grudges, I feel like the rewards are not commensurate with how much of an achievement it is to do the thing.
I must concentrate. With purpose.
Not nearly enough grudges for the effort. Yeah. It's really what it all comes down to. You know, you really, the longer you play, you know, when you do something like get one of the legendary settlements of your people, you know, sort of like how you should have some bonus for controlling all of Ulthuan if you're the High Elves, you know, or for defeating all of the High Elves if you're the Dark Elves, or for taking all of Ulthuan if you're the Dark Elves. Like, there should be something for that. You know, if the game doesn't give you the good landmarks, then it should give you some other thing. That's just something I believe. Something, anything for cleaning up a guaranteed non-grum. That would be great too, right? Like, how would it even make sense? Like, it would be possible for me to retake all of the 8 peaks in 1H, not generate very many grudges at all because of whatever, and be deemed an Elgi? Like, what? It's wrong. Like, honestly, you get better results for saving up 1,500 Oath Gold and getting 3 tankards than you do for defeating every single one of the Skaven, right? And that doesn't feel right. It feels underwhelming. At least the Chaos Dwarf Grudge gives you, like, one of the amazing items that of the Chaos Dwarf Relic things. Some of them, of course, are way better than others. But at least you get one.
Come on.
You know, the Forest Elgi Grudge, not only does basically every dwarf faction have a heck of a time getting over there, but by the time you can do it, like, are you even using Quarrelers? I guess Thoric would have a time doing it. Thoric starts forever far away from there. like, so far away. The underway network is cool. Generally, useful. Yeah, like, you need smaller grudges that unlock bits of the underway network, right? You know, like, rather than having to have this whole huge block, you need to be able to do a smaller one that connects, you know, Karazakarak with Barak Var, you know, where you have, like, one turn movement, you know, once every time, just like a little short thing internally. Just like, here's your teleport. It saves you a couple of turns, but, you know, if there's a threat coming and you're at the sea and you see them, you know, the Groby underwaying in, you know, you can beeline over or whatever. That's what Old sort of did, but it's still difficult to do. Yeah, you know. And two, like, by the time you get them, they're not useful for anything except leaving. Which is good. It's good to be able to take an army that doesn't need to be there anymore and get it somewhere else. But it's like, you know, by the time you restore the underway in, like, the Mountains of Morn, there's no reason to ever have that underway again, right? You don't need to be there. But I should remember what it was like in the before times when the dwarves didn't have the Great Book of Grudges at all, right? You just played the game and we didn't even have Oath Gold. Oh, speaking of Oath Gold, while I was not streaming, I was eating and I spent all the Oath Gold. I spent, like, all the Oath Gold, almost all of it, on items, and then I put all of those items on people, and we still have people that don't have items, but not that many of them. And we put automatic building on every place, so, you know, eventually, if we play for 10 more turns, 4 things will be built.
Preparations?
Bum 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 bum.
This will serve.
And we turn her to a dancer. We're gonna leave him as Black Mage, I guess, just to get Orlando a little further. Spencer's about to master Mediator, which means we should take him out of it, right?
Feels good. All right.
And let him be a dancing Black Mage.
Not bad.
With Poach, that doesn't make sense. Bum, 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 bum. Black Mage Design, yeah, you know, what a wonderful thing. So good. Vivi from 9, what a guy. We were supposed to be going for, like, First Strike or something, and now we're just, like, partying with Orlando, I guess. It's fine, it's good. Alright, so now we're even weaker than before because we have only one fighter. Probably be fine, right? Yeah, my Final Fantasy 1 party, I originally did, like, what I would call, like, the classic, like, with, like, Fighter, Thief, Black Mage, White Mage. But then I eventually adapted to what I call the correct, which is Fighter, Fighter, Black Mage, White Mage. I tried a Red Mage a lot. I tried a Black Mage a lot. I tried Thief. Look, they don't Black belt's not... Now I'm talking about Final Fantasy 1. Anyway, fighter, fighter, black mage, white mage. That is the way.
Very well.
Wherever I'm needed. Right.
Because we have 2 dancers supporting him. Well, at least Beowulf. I'm like, we took it off when we changed. Yeah, there we go. At least Beowulf has Chantage. So we'll just put him over here and
Strength is yours. It's time.
Dancer, 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 dancer. Dancer can actually do work. So dancers can do damage, dancers can inflict status ailments, dancers can make all of them not move. Bards can only help you. Dancers also get, bards can get like weapons that are harps, which aren't very good. Dancers get like cloths that they roll out at you that have 2 panel range, which is pretty good. Also, they spin around in circles repeatedly. Ooh, a summoner, that's bad. But she is going to turn around in circles, I mean, like, over and over again. Forever she'll do it. And that is how you dance. But this actually, so if Orlando was in like his real class and Beowulf was in his real class and Agrius was a random person, this would be like a classic thing to do. Because what you do is you end up getting a lot of speed and you inflict a lot of status effects onto the enemy, and then by the time they get to you, you know, they can't really do much about it. What we're going to do with Beowulf is realize if they kill him, he'll come back from the dead, but if they just do a status effect, that won't be so good. We're going to try to charm him. Should have checked the other one for percentage.
My turn.
But Agrius' dance can do like anything to the opponent, so poison, berserk, you know, any of the effects can be pretty good sometimes. And we're just going to try to... It's sort of like Mind Blast, which if they try to do something you're immune to that's in like the stack, so if it's like a Mind Blast that can do, you know, the 12 effects and you're immune to one of them, they won't hit you. So we silence there and sleep there. So, you know, good stuff. And Beowulf makes HP on the exchange. We go up there to threaten the summoner just to push them back. If Orlando dies, Beowulf goes and heals him, and if Beowulf dies, he immediately comes back from the dead. Agrius is far enough away from these other ones where she can keep on dancing to his heart's content. Now Beowulf is berserk. That's not so good, but it will go away if he dies, I think. But we hit him with a toad off of the one. Amazing. Nameless Dance is so good, and that's why Dancer, Dancer, Dancer is actually fine. Because you do one of them with Nameless Dance. They have one that does damage on the dance as well. But really, a Dancer is like... Bard's fine. A lot of people hate Bard. Dancer's like legit, though. The thing about Bard is they have super terrible stat growth. They, just the worst. Not the absolute lowest in everything, but pretty close. So you never want to level up as a bard. Bards get move +3 though, and dancers, because the game is sexist, only get jump +3, and which is markedly inferior. Jump plus is useless. You can get a skill called Ignore Height, which is jump plus infinity. Or you can get jump +1 and still have to care, right? Whereas move is always better for more of it. But the ladies don't get move +3 and they never have. This is an indignity. And Nameless Dance turns another one of them to a toad. Nameless Dance real good. So are Mind Flayers not D&D religious? I don't know. I imagine they are takes on something from, like, Lovecraft, probably. Just some sort of, like, eldritch tie-in there. Just aesthetically, they seem very dovetailed in with what we would think of as, like, the Lovecraftian sort of eldritch horror. So, without knowing, I'm inclined to think that might be what's going on. We poached another thing there. And we keep on dancing, and this is actually amazing, right? So we just dance, we dance like no one is watching us. We aura blast like no one is getting hurt. And we sing, you know, we sing as if the very orcs were running away from us, taking the hobbits to Isengard, and we have got to run quickly. That one doesn't work. The Nameless Dance remains nameless. A rousing melody. You never made anything of Purchase Mind Flayer per se, just the vibe. Okay, so maybe it's that, yeah. I don't know the story of the Mind Flayer exactly, or of D&D much, but, like, I know that when I think tentacly monster shrouded with the little cloth thing that actually is very smart, to me it, like, is dovetailed with Lovecraft. But I have also read, like, a lot of Lovecraft's books, and I know that a lot of what we think of as Lovecraftian is, you know, more descendant from it. Like a great number of derivative works, regardless of what's going on, right? You know, like, the safest cultural example to pick would be, like, Greek and Roman mythology, right? Where a lot of the stories that we have that people think of as entirely standard, like Greek myth, are actually, you know, not from the Greeks at all. And are definitely inspired by thinking about it. Cover painting with the tightest script with the first beef, but Ryan. Yeah, they've always been called Mind Flayers. They were a Mind Flayer in the original game as well. And we could do this, like, forever, because, well, I mean, until we're bored of it. The problem is that Agrius's dance is actually, like, pretty slow overall. You would want, like, a faster dance with a lower count time so that she gets more actions. But fundamentally, this, like, and the thing about late game dancing like that is that if it's percentage based, she won't get the actions as often once you get more of the guys down. But alright, he does get access to Time Mage though, so that means we can go ahead and end it. Dancing is very important. I recommend turning in a circle and then turning in another circle. It's gonna give him permission back in the day. No, they can't do taste. It's so funny. I mean, I know if I ever admitted something in Final Fantasy was like, can we put it in? I would be like, yes. Yes, you may. Yes, you can also do slow dance, which is pretty dang good too. So you can do like a slow dance plus fast dance combo, very classy.
What is it? You can count on me.
And here we need to put on like the robe to give him some MP. He's still got a ton of HP, right? And then we will just set him around the world. Because we'll just run him out to mess with people. And then dance, dance, dance.
Preparations, is it?
I guess for Orlando, we could, yeah, because, like, why not get Punch Art for his secondary, and then he'll be able to Purify? I mean, why not? Maybe because items just better? It doesn't matter. Bum, 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 bum,
Right.
Bum, 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 bum. So what we want is an Urabo. Tree people are fine. Heyo. An Elder Trant, that is absolutely what we're looking for. That is absolutely what we're looking for. And Abraham here has got an arty bow. That's good. We will try to take that off of his hands.
Very well.
All right. Of course. Understood. Ready and willing. To battle.
Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. But now, you know, we've got him in his mode, so he's strong. Of course, he doesn't have the ability to bring other people back from the dead. So we'll need to run very far forward to make it so he doesn't need to, right? First up, we'll turn them to stone. Seems good. Get shot. We're gonna run out of X potions one of these days, and I'll be like, wait, who knew?
My turn.
And then here, slow dance plus 2 fast songs. Gotta be one of my favorite genres of music. So they're both singing really fast, and she's singing slow. It's like a regular barbershop trio. You know, those don't exist, but if they did, that's how they would sing. One person with a little bit of slow doo-wop, one guy beatboxing frantically. One guy named Beowulf just laying the absolute smackdown as he turns a bunch of trees to stone. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. And of course, with Chakra, we can give Beowulf back his stuff. And that's the thing about Punch Art. Beowulf, I talked about this briefly before we got into the special characters, but they are dramatically better than the regular characters are. Beowulf is just better than a mediator in every appreciable way. By which I mean, if you pay attention to him at all, you'll immediately begin to appreciate that he is far better than a mediator, or than an oracle is. They're called mystics now. But, you know, instant cast, heavy armor, access to knight swords, which normally you would put, like, Save the Queen on him for protect, because you would have to give Excalibur to Orlando, who actually does damage. Excalibur giving you haste is amazing, but it's not like a thing that you would give to the guy who does status effects, right? Because Excalibur is the strongest sword you're likely going to have.
We've got it. I must concentrate.
But here, of course, we just continue on. This is my ideal way to play the game. Just hanging out, water all around, slowing down the foe. Because Speed Break is there, but you know what's better than Speed Break? Speed Breaking everybody from the safety of a corner where you twirl around.
My turn. I spare no effort. Come on.
Keep up.
Like, yeah, we've got this guy down to 9 speed. He probably started at like 12. Yeah, this is... And of course, yeah, we're 16. Yeah, this is absolutely awesome. Because the big one's up there, but like they're getting so slow. And of course, Beowulf won't run out of mana if you have a nice chakra around. Even Chicken missed, and that was even a higher percentage than Break. I was like, Fire will do a lot, Fire won't do a lot, they have 500 hit points.
Come on. No commitment.
That's the thing about the speed modification, right? Speed is exactly what it seems like it would be, right? Like they throw them all together, they divide 100 by your speed, and that's where you get put into the list of your count time there, right? So every tick, everybody gets a count time equal to their speed until they get to a turn, blah, 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 blah. There's some stuff that'll make you lose a little bit more, like if you wait and you don't move, you don't lose at all, but in principle, that's how it operates. So by going to 17 speed and having them down to, 8, we get twice as many turns. Polykion at 4 is getting 1/4 of the turns that we are, and probably about 1/3 of the turns that she hoped to get when she started out here. Dancer's real good. Because of the way that math works, increasing your speed is less advantageous overall than decreasing your opponent's speed. I think. Regardless, doing both of them together is awesome, and a classic way to win late game battles.
Now then. Must concentrate.
Because by the time their speed's at 1, they're just not doing anything. And when you have a few of your people on twirl duty, then you don't have to worry at all, you know, about clicking stuff for them. So you just get to hang out when it's their turn to move. You just don't worry about it, and you know that no matter what, all you gotta do is wait, and they'll do what you want. Beowulf, he's a regular Medusa. Did we get Polly to 0 yet? Or to 1? You can't go to 0. But yeah, it's so much better than yelling, right? Because yell only increases one person's speed by 1. Sure, it's 100%, but with 5 people, you're going to hit a couple of them. What's happening in the story at this point? Grind for the final battles. Yeah, I got to the very last battle some 20 levels ago, and I was not able to crack it, so we're grinding for certain abilities for some people, and for everybody else just for experience. There's some stuff that I figured would help me in the final fight, but a lot of it is that they just one-shot me. So there's a thing you can do called MP Switch. I forget what it's called now, but basically mana shield or whatever. When they hit you, it hits your mana instead of your HP, but it's a 100% block. If you have any MP at all, it's not like, oh, it eats your 70 mana and then it goes to your HP. The one hit does everything there. So it's a very good skill for that reason. And we didn't have access to it because I wasn't doing a lot of the cheesier stuff originally, because I thought I could get through it without doing it, but I couldn't. But yeah, really, the job points are less important than the experiences at this point.
Let's concentrate.
Because, you know, you get a decent amount of hard stats, including speed and HP and stuff. And I was getting one shot pretty regularly, so I figure, you know, with another big chunk of levels, that would help. There's also the deep dungeon, which we're about to go back to. Basically, there's like a mid-post game thing where it's not post game. That's not how to talk. It's an optional set of progressively more difficult blackout things where you can't see the map until it gets crystallized. It's kind of cool the first time, and then it's like really annoying.
Now
But because I have like Orlando in a weird job, and I've got, you know, people in classes that I don't consider to be that good, I didn't want to move on to the deep dungeon. I was trying to get Orlando this like counterattack thing out of Monk, and instead I just like kept on getting him more Monk abilities. So I'm like, oh, he doesn't have that yet? Oh, he doesn't have that yet? Which is the opposite of the point, but it'll work. It'll work out. And now they're on my team. And this dude has a bow that I actually need, so we're gonna go ahead and invite him too. Bum-ba-dum, bum-ba-dum. But going to this specific place is because we wanted to see these trees. So there's like a special pig. Because you can... So there's two ways to get something you want in this game from a monster with poach, which is you find it in the wild and you kill them repeatedly till you get it, or you find them in the wild, invite them, get a bunch of eggs, then you take those eggs once they're hatched into a battle and kill them yourself, because then you have a reliable source of dragons or trees or whatever. I'm more of the second school of thought, as you might imagine.
Come then.
Some people believe in stealing from the foe. I'm an invite guy. I'm 100% an invite guy. Chicken!
No. One thing for it.
Right.
With purpose.
He's got a better bow than I can get. Some people, again, believe in stealing, but stealing takes forever and you have to steal each individual piece. Whereas inviting them to your party is instant. Do I need a bow? No, archer's bad, but it would be fun.
I can treat.
Join me, chicken! You'll regret this, chicken. He evaded me. The chicken evaded me. Outrageous! Oh right, he's not a bard. He's an orator. He's got a gun. This is Texas. Everyone has a gun. I don't have a gun. My ancestors were Quakers. Not really. I just like making references to the very fine film Miscongeniality. If you haven't seen it, check it out. You know, it came out a super long time ago. You've probably heard people talk about it before. My family had it on VHS. We give him equipped swords. Now we can make him into anything, give him equipped sword, and still use his Beowulf abilities. Which is very fair. Because getting to Blade Grasp is, I guess, fine, but like really... Because MP Switch you hate to use on him because he quite needs his MP. They already have got him with it anyway.
I will not fail you.
We can just have him there. We can make Orlando something reasonable.
They need to gear as well. What is it? By all means. Not bad.
He got 1,600... No, 1,400 JP. Still a lot. Here, you can learn Flare. You'll never cast it. It doesn't matter. I think Short Charge works with Dance. But in any case, this guy is about to be mastered here. Well, he'll get it next time. It's not terribly important. There's, like, basically nothing we need on him anymore. With Orlando with access to sword skill, we might well just try the deep dungeon again. We'll at least walk there. Get into a fight. Is this the falls? It doesn't matter.
Greetings. You can trust me.
Whoa, that's a lot of information. Oh, we got it! We got it off the Behemoth King a few... That must have been the last time we were playing, yeah. So, Voltamont. This is a special thing that you only get... The special perfume you only get from Behemoth King carcasses. Gives you float and reflect. It's not really that good, right? However, it is special, and that makes you feel good.
This is this. This is this. This is this. This is what this. Is there? Oh, alright. This is many. This is my. This is not. Need something at my door.
Yeah, all the perfumes are. You have chantage and stuff.
What is it?
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, we just give him chantage, because all we need him to do is be able to run around and pick Orlando up if he falls down. And Orlando's just going to one-shot things. You'll see. I mean, that's probably how it'll go anyway. We could still take, like, the weird crummy guys we have in here to voyage. That'll probably be fine. Look, there's gonna be, huge power, but we have Orlando with a knight sword and a sword called Excalibur, so, I mean, it'll be fine. Oh yeah, Deep Dungeon will let you see.
I will go.
Because the thing about now is, we're up here, we've got Orlando the Killer, and we're just gonna debuff them from far away. Which, in Deep Dungeon, very handy. Ooh, they've got a lot of summoners and a lot of bombs. Do you want to see them all fall down? Hallowed Bolt! Alright, okay, so we only killed one of them, but still, it was very dramatic. Odin cast there. They're level 96 here. That's just the kind of thing that they have going on at this point, right? Here we're going to go to Slow Dance because we want to find the door out. Slow Dance plus Speed Dance makes it much easier to find the door in Deep Dungeon than it otherwise would be. Deep Dungeon battles are mainly predicated on you having to figure out where you could walk on the map and, the pressure of whether or not you're going to be able to find the door and whatnot. But here, if you just, have Orlando, you'll be fine. The Exploder can twirl in a circle for fire, which heals them, which is fine. Golem only helps against, physical attacks. There's a little bit of a splash of the air, so we see that we loop around the other way there. But we will just run here. And basically, with Beowulf now, we're just trying to make sure we walk around on some places because we're going to need to.
My move.
Alright, and this will get the kill there. And there. Clean. Orlando's busted. Just so busted. Because Orlando can absolutely always kill everything on any map. It's just a question of whether or not they can get him first. He's the strongest boy.
Well then.
And see, the thing is too about haste. So haste doubles your speed, right? So at every point of speed you give yourself through yell or speedy song is doubled for haste, which often leads to an Orlando getting far outside of everybody else in terms of their level, which is fine. You know, when you're at this point in the game, it's not so important to have your troops level all the same. It's probably never that important, I just feel like it is. Because Orlando already has a speed of 10 here. That's not a lot, but with Excalibur it makes it 20, and that is a lot, actually. Now, it's highly unlikely that the door out will be here, but we still kind of want to move a little bit up. Hopefully not into a place that's going to let the summoners all hit us, but, you know, we have already popped one of them. Oh, it was on a doom trap. I'm like, how did we even kill that summoner? It stepped on a doom trap. I don't remember where it was. We might step on it later. That's farther than it looked. We are going to be able to hit this one. Nope.
Coming.
Haste misses, get wrecked. Of course, the golem blocks there, as we knew it would. You know what won't block it? Oh wow, he's so far back. Because the other thing about having very high speed is if you ever die, then, you know, you have less chance to get to your bodies to make up for everything. Of course, none of these singers can't even bring someone back from the dead. Does Agris have item at least? Yeah, we'll need to move her over then. Salamander, eh? Salamander this! Byaw!
Spare no effort.
Orlando, of course, in addition to having auto potion and theoretically being able to be healed by other people, has Duskblade. Shadowblade, I mean. That will, you know, life leech it away, so. Very nice stuff, and we can even see a little bit now.
Now then.
And we step on a doom trap. Smart. Alright, so we need to move Beowulf this way so that Agrius can get him back from the dead after he dies. And then we need to start just walking places to try to... Stop would be best here. We don't find it. gonna haste Agrius here. Well, I guess he has re-race. What am I worried about? The one guy we don't have to worry about. Ridiculous.
Forward.
Right.
Now then.
Beowulf falls over.
Move.
I'm pretty sure he gets up on his own. We're gonna test it real quick. Because Orlando can't res him anyway. We're gonna test it real quick. But maybe if he dies to Doom, the re-race doesn't go off? I don't know. Nope, it still works. Good deal.
Can you keep up?
Chantage, best item in the game. By a pretty wide margin. I mean, Excalibur's, there's some great stuff in the game, but come back to life literally every time. That's real best stuff in the game. That's not like kind of best stuff in the game.
Now then.
Hey, we found the door. No great surprise, it's all the way over there.
I shall spare no effort.
We're gonna wake Orlando up.
My turn. Let's go.
But anyway, this is like my favorite time period of the game is late game leveling up because it's like so satisfying to me. It's so excessive. It's so silly when you just sing and dance and you just use like, you know, like a cloud or a race character to actually do your work for you. It's great. And for all that, like, you get a bunch of JP with your backup dudes, it's fine. Because, you know, they share the wealth. Yaw! Oh, right. Still got the golem up. Got it down to 4 speed. It must have hit it every time. It's level 95. 73 magic attack. And 4 speed. Of course, at this point in the battle, Ramza has 24. That's the power of Double Bard Song. So that's why it seems like it hasn't moved in a while. It hasn't.
This is the end.
Ha!
Come on. Come on.
Totally forget the golem again. And a third time, there it goes through. Bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum 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 bum. So each level of the deep dungeon, you just gotta find the door. So we found the door that time. We can go on. The last level, called The End, is a special level. It's after horror. The end has like a boss fight where you can learn a special summon and a special little dude called Biblos, who is a nice little pink demon guy who's your friend. You have to make sure that he lives so that he can join you. It's very important. It's not that important. He's cool though. Like, he's unique. You can't get another Biblos if you mess him up. Spelled with a Y, not like, you know, book, but pretty close. Because we don't need 2 swords, we don't really need... I mean, like, mana font plus mana shield, sure, that's it. We can just, I mean... Totally fine to just take another weird dancer in. Not gonna hurt anything. She can Mystic if she needs to. Beowulf. Yeah, it's all fine. And now he can be samurai. If he is samurai, then we'll need to...
You may depend on me.
Alright, so what you do is steal the materia blade? No, it's only 10 attack. For some reason I thought it was higher. But we just do this. He still has 19 physical attack because of his extraordinarily high stat growth in his base class. So this will be fine. We need to buy real potions real quick. By real, I mean X.
After all, in particular, are you having?
Oh, we can get an 8-footed pole? Well, that's the horse of a different color.
This is your deal. This is your mode.
And here, because these guys are principally dancers, the only thing they care about is speed.
This is your Benny. May I help with all aisle? Alright.
Now, technically, does Orlando need Time Mage XP? Yeah, it just needs like 60 more, which means, oh yeah, we can do this.
Very well.
Give him the glacial gun. He's Master Orator now. We can go to Chemist. We need level 8 Chemist to access Mime anyway. Now, you get trash stat growth for Chemist, but he's not going to get a lot of experience here anyway. And it'll give him access to items while we're doing this. And he'll stay back. Beowulf will run up with Orlando. Should be easy. Famous last words in the Deep Dungeon, or Midlight's Deep, as it's called. Because this is like late game Deep Dungeon. I think it's the second to last one if memory serves, so
understood.
There will be weird stuff in some of them, where they'll just be like, oh, do you want to fight 9 Tiamats, you know?
It's time.
But I don't think it's that many. I think it's only like 7. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are going to get mauled. We are not ready for this battle. We need catch. So they're gonna throw Chaos Blades at us, these ninjas are. It's like twice as strong as Excalibur is. You're gonna see it when it comes in. Okay, they're just throwing a shuriken there. Well, Blade Grasp works on it, so that's fine. But they can throw things. Alright, so we're gonna see them throw something that I want eventually. But we might We might get popped here. This is a rough battle. We're gonna try Forbidden Dance. What we need to do is just have the people with the blade grasp in the front, and then they'll be able to soak up these attempts at striking us, and Orlando will pop in there. The samurai won't do too much, right? It's the ninjas we have to worry about.
My move.
But here, Orlando will come in for the double hit here. Very nice. She goes back to use a base level potion. Get wrecked. So they can throw lots of stuff, but I believe that they will throw Chaos Blades here eventually, but you know, they've got like a set of things that they throw, so of course having a guy with a shield in front is fine. The samurai are not good in this environment, but you know, they do have draw out for heals and stuff. Really, it's that I don't know. We're going to have to lean on the singing pretty heavily here. I mean, not the end of the world. It's sort of what we're doing. But, you know, we're going to need to... I mean, Orlando will pop him, but we're definitely going to need to mess him up to get it going. But there we go. Nameless Dance getting confusion. Stop, blind. Nameless Dance pretty good. Because breaking their speed... They already have so many guys, and ninjas are pretty high speed to begin with. I figured we needed to get a little bit more of a something for them. And we did. Alright, so this is going to pop both of these characters. And that is better than wounding the other two by a huge margin. Now, Beowulf, we can be as aggressive as we want at all here. The reason being, he has the re-raise, so the further he runs out, the more they hit him, the more he comes back to life. And of course, our three dancers all have Blade Grasp, so they're not vulnerable at range. And this is exactly the kind of behavior I promised I wasn't gonna do at the start of this playthrough. I was like, we're not gonna do stuff like this, we won't need to. But the top difficulty was much more difficult than I thought, and it turned out we did need to. And even as a samurai with just a rune blade, Orlando is such a total boss. Alright, now that we've done enough of that to him, we will use the slow dance and begin moving out.
Only one thing for it. I'll spare no effort. Here's that.
Get some protected shell, good for them. It's no match for my singing and dancing. Bum, 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 bum. But Deep Dungeon's cool, and it happens at just the right point in the game if you save it for this late, where it's just like, man, what am I gonna do to get all of the levels I need in order to beat the game? Normally that number is 0, but you know, they have stuff going a little differently this time. It's like, we should look over here for a door since he can make himself useful while he's doing it. Not least for soaking up a ton of work. A rousing melody for us all.
With purpose.
Right.
So here we sort of need to step on this body. No, if we let that crystal,
Pencils on.
you know, we'll leave it up and then, alright, so they woke that guy up, that's not so good. Is he going to walk there? I mean, not necessarily.
Come in.
Oh, we sort of, oh, he's like the stepping stone. Well, if we move here, we'll lose the light, kind of have to do it too. Oh, look at all that! Look at all those abilities, glorious.
Now then.
Goodbye.
Beowulf gets knocked down, we keep on singing, we keep on dancing. It's so good, it's so good. Not least because, like, pretty sure if we just do a little bit more here, then, like, they aren't even going to be able, because they can't kill Beowulf, not permanently. Heyo. Homo Doomfist, Steel, good stuff. And again, we have to do it. I hate to lose the light, but we have to do it because that's the only way we can get through here.
I must concentrate.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I wonder if Blade Grasp only works on the first of the two swords hits.
Forward.
Mutton.
Because sometimes you can still miss, which is very sad. I'm like, don't you guys want to run faster, jump higher? And I'm like, man, what do I look like? A charity case? Happy birthday to the ground! Like, that one's not the trap, the other one's the trap.
Come in.
But at least we got a little bit of light here. And of course, Sped up plus slowed down foe. We're going to be able to get this done. He's at 8, you know, it's hardly nothing, but... Orlando, of course, dies to the Doom thing, which if we hadn't noticed would have been a real bummer, a real reset of a time.
Not to be scoffed at.
It's probably over there at the other end of that thing.
Carefully
That'd be a
now.
good place for it. Yeah, so now Agrius has a speed of 20, and this guy has a speed of 7. Yeah, we're in full-on singing mode. So if you didn't know how good singing was for grinding, now you know.
Not to be scoffed at. Carefully now.
Let's just sap some of his life force. What could go wrong?
Forward.
Alright, so that one's a stem trap.
No then.
And that's not the answer. You know, I kind of hoped being at the end would work. But we are super quick and he is super slow, so it's already in
I move.
pretty good mode for us there.
I think.
That's a sleep trap. And that's a pop dispenser. Fortunately, we can roll right in here
Open eyes.
and wake him up.
With purpose.
I shall spare no effort.
Will I pull through? I must concentrate.
No.
barely even see that those are spots. And here we're just moving individual spaces because we don't want to move him to move up to the crystals, but if he has to take a move towards us, then he'll probably, in order to hit us, then he'll probably do that.
I spare no effort.
Right.
Doom Trap probably stepped on that one already.
Now then.
Hey-oh, there we go, there we go. Just as we needed.
Come on. Forward.
Funny thing about or anybody with Chantage, right, is
I must concentrate.
they're actually really great batteries for Orlando, because if they die, they just come right back. And he gets the life, so they can bring him back from the dead. He can use them to heal or get experience, and then, you know, before you know it, back ready to be dealt with the foe again.
Lady Ophelia.
Now then.
But he gets to level 5 Lancer, which is just what we need, and we're just gonna keep on.
No room for error.
Keep on singing and dancing the songs of our people, right? Don't mess with a good thing.
I must concentrate. With purpose.
This bodes ill.
Come on.
Forward.
Of course, the Protect stays on for a super long time because because Protect lasts for, I think, 3 turns, but it's 3 of his turn, not like 3 Galactic Standard turns, so. Because we have so significantly debuffed his speed with the Dancer, which is, again, a million times better than using the power from... Wow, the Bone Crusher almost popped me.
This bodes ill.
Come.
The much lower percentage-based attack from Knight, but of course, getting access to Dancer takes considerably longer than Knight, although you can absolutely do it before you're out of Act 1 if you want.
With us.
But now it occurs to me that we can get these crystals for ourselves.
Less than favorable.
Oh, look at all of that stealing. I love it. And that's the thing about the Deep Dungeon. You get good crystals here that make you feel happy about yourselves. Because anybody who became a ninja has to have the JP to be a ninja. And that means You can absorb their knowledge.
I must concentrate.
No room for error.
Come on.
I shall spare no effort.
And we get some more awesome stuff. Love it. Love it. Sure, it's on Beowulf, and he's unlikely to do anything like that ever, but he's got it. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I must concentrate.
Bard is the best. Dancer is the best. There's a reason they give them to you late. It's because being able to give your whole party 22 speed is super good. And they can't trust you with it. We get to level 68 here. A bunch of levels to be gotten in the deep dungeon, of course. When they put you up against the level 95 crew, you either get through or you don't. Now we're at End. So the problem with End, right, is that we need Ramza to be a summoner
Right then.
who doesn't die when they get hit by this thing. Maybe we can. Is there something that always gives us shell? I don't think so. Okay, so bracers he doesn't need. Alright, so for this, we can't afford to have, like, a bunch of cute classes. We need to actually get, like,
A good choice.
killing power. And you know what that means. That means Brawler Ninja is what's called for. Oh, we never made him into a bard to get him all the experience he needed. That is too bad.
By all means.
Yes?
Alright, so there she gets the small amount of MP she needs there. Get defense boost, although we'll never use it. And then she can go ahead and jump out of Mystic. Where do we want her? Proper job? Yeah.
This will serve.
I shall give it my all.
What is it? I trust your judgment.
Get Blade Grasp there, because of course, why not? It's not excessive. And then we'll get, I mean, like, Poach, I guess? I don't know. None of these are good for him, right? But we hardly have, oh, we do. We do have access to attack boost. Alright, now Orlando has reached his final form, okay? No, we still need move +2. There we go. It's like, didn't we get it? We did, and we never put it on him.
Preparations, is it?
And of course, we don't have Ultima. Does it even list this? Yeah. This is a special that can only be used when an enemy uses on one of your allies. Indeed. Alright, so hopefully he'll be able to live through it. And if not, then we'll have to just leave and come back. I think magic defense boost will probably give us enough. Probably. We've got Beowulf. Who will come back from the dead to tell us all.
Yes?
Alright, let's go. Is it a 5-man battle or a 4? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, Biblos is the guest, so we still have the thing.
As you wish.
Into the fray then.
Right.
To arms then.
Alright, let's see how it goes. We might have to restart because I don't remember where we're at on the battlefield here. But yes, there are all of the demons, and then Elidibs will be around here somewhere. Cast in the darkness. There he is. Look at him.
What's this? The shadows glisten. An umbrage falls upon my meditation.
This is the evil wizard that was thought to be here.
Stones. So that is the way of it. You seek my aura sight.
Not me.
Then with the sum of my might be received the price of intrusion to learn.
Huh. It's got like an Ouroboros.
Surrender unto me your
Snake, yeah.
aura sight,
Serpentarius.
and you may keep your feeble wick of life. Refuse me, and your flame shall be snuffed out.
I don't believe you.
Die in a writhing.
I'm like, I bet we'll be fine. This is Biblos. It does always have poach. That's interesting. Oh, these guys are just like normal level. Okay.
I must concentrate.
Come then.
I shall spare no effort.
Okay, how? Alright, I guess we can try to get shell on him somehow, but that's... Okay. Because that was... Okay, no. If we get, like, shell, right? Let's say Spencer doesn't need to be a ninja. Well, I mean... Backup could just be white magic and that'll be fine, yeah.
What is it?
So if we can cast a shell on him right away, is there anything that gives you magic defense? Because it's like non-elemental, the halving of the damage there won't matter. I think maybe if we get shell on, then we won't die to it. Because that's 648's a lot, okay.
You require something?
What is it?
Alright, one more time with feeling.
Ever ready.
Into the fray then.
Right.
Ready and willing.
Forward.
Alright, so... Serpentarius, blah 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 blah. Yep, you can definitely feel that attack up difference. Oh wait, no, you.
On my spot.
Forward.
Alright. All we have to do is live through it and then also be able to win the battle afterward. Living through it is the more important thing. After that, you know, it all derives. Here, if we get a sick... Wow! Of course, Orlando. Boosted Orlando. Attack boosted Orlando. Does 630. Super fair fight. Now they're trying to turn Orlando to stone. That is bad news. Do I survive it?
Confound it.
Yes, I do. Alright, now... Okay, so... Now we know the shell will work, and all we have to do is dodge the rest of the problems, and we'll be able to roll. Oh, you evaded it. That is too bad. But now he is, you know, out of bounds of the stuff, so we can go like here. Well, he could probably just one-shot Orlando if we did that. Why not just go for the double kill here? wait, make him walk around. He's gonna heal Ramza. It's like a wish thing that's ranged, yeah. But yeah, so mid-level 60s Ramza with Shell and Magic Defense up in Summoner will barely let you live through the cast to learn Zodiac, which is enough. You know, you only are trying to get enough. You're not trying to get more than enough. Here, they're trying to throw another big Zodiac, but we should be able to move out of the way first. Because, of course, we still do have to survive. But we're figuring that this, at the very least, will let us come in, get some damage in, kill the one guy. We won't take too many hits to pop him, probably. Of course, the Zodiark is going to melt the people that it hits up there. But, you know, Beowulf has Protect. That won't protect him at all, but...
Not making it easy.
doesn't actually kill Beowulf because he's got 500 hit points, and I guess the matchup wasn't wonderful there. We're actually going to resurrect the ninja. Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not? No reason why not. Of course, getting Zodiac out as a summon, theoretically meaningless, right? But simultaneously incredibly great. And then we'll go here for a sweet double punch. And now he's in Merc Orlando mode. However, this is hardly going to be perfect for him. Because for all that it does kill Orlando, you know, it's still like, it's hardly like it's going to do everything to him. Here we come in and punch him. Yes, we come in and punch him because what's the alternative, right? Getting hit by a bunch of free Zodiacs seems bad. Of course, we know Beowulf will come back from the dead. We figure this is cast on Ramza. So from here, I guess we just come in and hit him. No, that's bad. Because Ramza's shell just fell off, so he's definitely dying to this. We just need to walk over, like, this way, and maybe he won't hit anybody else, right? Yeah, because the shell wore off. But here... Alright. Beowulf can bring him back up before his next turn. Yes. He countered for 18 and it killed him. Oh my goodness, that's awful. But it's alright, because here we're going to be able to heal Ramza up. Get Orlando up just to start his timer over again. Alright, do we feel like going for it here? I feel like we have to. And what we do here is we move Beowulf and Orlando up there, hoping that he will, you know, he'll either try to hit one block or the other, right? If they hit the Beowulf and Orlando block, then they resurrect. And this might actually be getting a little close. I just want to get this hit in. Yes, that's exactly what happens. We end up getting hit on a huge block, but Ramza will be able to back out a little bit, so at least there's that. Heyo, and there's our damage. I was like, I bet we can come in for the kill, and we do. Awesome. First try, well, second try, right? The first try we got popped by the Zodiark. But here, we get it done. And, you know, we missed Ultima earlier, but at least we pick up the harder to grab thing. We'll never master Gallant Knight, right? Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. But we get Macaon. Oh, the name changes each time for the Biblos. Well, I normally just name them Biblos, but Ruler of the Abyss complete. We have completed all the levels of Midlight Steep. And very proud we are of all of us. Alright, so that takes us to level 70 and the end game. When we play again, we will try to beat the big bad, right? Obviously, getting this summon is irrelevant, and equally obviously, it's super awesome to do. But yeah, alright, great, good, and in all other ways, very wonderful. I mean, like, maybe we should get him move 3 first, but I mean, that's not going to be relevant. I mean, with attack boost Orlando, you know, finally a mastered Sword Saint. I mean, what are we really holding on for? Alright, well. Awesome! The deep dungeon is complete. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, now that we're level 70 or so, we'll probably try it again. I think this time, because, like, now you see our HP totals, right? The Holy Sword users in their base classes, because they have strong multipliers, if even, like, Agrias doesn't have, like, strong attack, right? But she does have strong multipliers for things, so, you know, for the HP. So 500 HP, 500, you know, 600 on Orlando. A world of difference from where we were the last time we showed up. So, you know, Malia Duel, you know, this is more of a place we would have been last time, right? You know, 400 or so. So another 100, 150 HP here or there. 50 for Spencer. It's still probably going to add up to something, you know, nice and quick. And we'll have Beowulf this time with actual... We'll have him at all. He might be able to do some good work in the final battle, turning people to stone or whatnot. And obviously Orlando's going to be hitting like an absolute truck with attack boost and everything. We should be able to roll over most of it, but that final battle, you know, the final battle, that'll be a trick. But I feel like now, I feel like now, with the power that we've got access to, we'll be able to win. Which, I mean, fair enough, right? I tried to burst right through it, and played pretty straightforward until we got to the end, which I am proud of. And then it wasn't quite good enough, and now, you know, we went to Midlight Deep, did some leveling for a couple handfuls of hours, and now we should be strong enough to face the foe, which we will likely do at some point tomorrow, and see about wrapping up this run of FFT. It's unlikely that we'll, like, pursue any of the other stuff, right? While mastering all the jobs is super fun, it's not, like, something I care about doing right now, you know? But anyway, that's all I've got for you right now. I'm gonna go to bed, so that I can wake up in the morning, make coffee, and play more video games, and maybe I'll see you there. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I really hope you enjoyed. Good night, everybody. Good night, Arcade. Good night, Luke. Good night, Jibang. And good night, anyone who may be watching in the future. That is how to get the Zodiark summon. Magic Defense up, and Shell. And you'll need to be probably in your mid-60s if you're on Tactician, otherwise you won't get the HP. You have to be in Summoner. If you go to, like, equip heavy armor, I think you won't get enough HP difference out of that to make up for the magic defense up, but your mileage may vary, of course. I'm not an expert, I'm just a guy. Just a guy. Good night, everybody.